Hey guys, welcome to the full moon in Aquarius, the buck moon. The buck moon. Now, we're here. Wow. Guys, we're going up. The message is we're steering up. Remember, this is about our levitation. So we're levitating out of the garden. We're about to levitate out of the garden. We're steering up. And we need to remember, this is about creating a high vibe future through the present moment and not getting lost now in those lower vibes. We're going to add the positive tetrahedron to the negative tetrahedron and create and expand with this 8-pointed star. You know, Ishtar's star, 888 Lionsgate portal activations. We've gone down, now we're going up. And this has to do with the Ace of Pentacles. We've been gifted something. Alchemy of words, guys. I'm on target. And I also feel called, I want to remove my sandals. Thank you guys for joining us out here, hey? Completely a spur of the moment. Never knew this was happening. The universe called and we answered. And here we are. And these are the most beautiful gifts. And realizing how lucky I am personally that the mountains are in my backyard. Have been my whole entire life. That's not a coincidence. I feel very peaceful here, and I'm feeling a different type of energy, and it's reminding ourselves that we're not at the same place we were before. We're going to leave the 4D. This is about the 5D and beyond now. And guys, it's go time. What do you think we were doing all this training for? And yes, we trained for years. Some of us trained for decades. Some of us have been training for millennia. Now, Jupiter. This has to do with Jupiter and Taurus. This is, and guys, if you can't see the cards, we're on the fly here. I don't have a whole bunch of equipment. We're going down. We're going up. We're going up, right? We went down, we're going up. This has to do with visitor, love. We're receiving love because of the work we're doing in the garden. And this has to do with what's happened between Aries, the child, healing with our impulses in order to expand, doing inner child healing, working with fire. This has to do with solar plexus healing in order to do our levitation. But this was a recalibration to the root in order to have a recalibration with the Earth star, right? This is like soul star vibes. Soul star vibes. We know we are creating stability from manipulation. And it has to do with the fact we've connected. We've connected to the everything. We've connected to the all. We've created the one. This is a multi-dimensional space and place. We're multi-dimensional beings. We've been part of this, the creation of this universal expansion. We've become part of it. We went to the center and to the center and to the center of again. To the center again. And for those of you that are resonating with this message, you know what we're talking about. And we're recognizing that not everyone is going where we're going, and that's okay. Everybody is going where they're going in their own time. There's a healing here. There's a healing here with the universe. This has something to do with the universe and our expansions in our lives and our light body. We're expanding with our light body. This has to do with all these 888 activations because of the Lionsgate portal. We're connecting to the unknown like we've never connected to it before. This is activating Rebel. And we're going to use higher realms and magic now. And yes, guys, we believe. We've gone beyond believing. We've gone beyond having faith. We are having the experiences. And we're now manifesting because we've had the experiences. And this is like where we find a humble charge, and we also find a healthy pride in the fact that we can see, we can experience, we can heal from the mind with our actions. And this has to do with the work that we're doing with the red ray and our root, and expanding our family bloodline, our family lineage, healing from what we came here to heal from on mission work. I know myself, it has been much work with addiction in order to change and create anew. And what did those addictions look like? Because it was overstimulus, it was out of whack, it was out of balance. But why? Because many of us we're in these cities and we're going mad. We need to get back to nature. So we need to feed with nature, but we're not feeding with nature. So we're feeding off our impulses and everything is out of whack. And we've been doing much talk about what this means. You know, working with the bees being on the extinction list, as well as working with the animals and being there for the animals and life and just for the rest of life. And just, we're going to heal from overtaking. So this has something to do with lost lands. These portals have something to do with lost lands. And we're going to cross the bridge to the Four of Wands, to what we're building here with New Earth with guidance. And remember, we're builders. We're builders. We need to be building high vibe things. We don't want to be building what we've been seeing in our Eight of Cups. This is about building what we've seen in our Two of Cups. Here's our activations. There's activations here, Starseed activations. It's connected to indigo and the child, the children, and all this work we've been doing in the garden here. This is why we're gonna get gifted. There's an Ace of Pentacles because we face the shadows, guys, and I keep getting the message, the shadows. We're facing the shadows. And all these tower moments, all the which way around, knocking the shadows off their game, throwing them off in order to create new patterning. This is throwing it out of whack in order to see that we're going to create new patterning. That's what the divine comes on up to do. And we're going to transition with alchemy. And guys, they kept showing me alchemy. Now I know why. I didn't see these cards yet, guys. This is, like I said, this is all on the fly. I've been enjoying ascension. We're ascending. This has to do with ascension. I've been really enjoying this trip. The main activation is the Six of Flames. We're healing from the dark. Something behind the veil is being illuminated. And it has to do with the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, these two. And I'm going to put them like this because you know what? They don't even need to be facing one another. They're connected. Has to do with this Ace of Pentacles gift. This is what I've been shown. And this card right here, the Prince of Swords, is facing the shadows right now. This has to do with the masculine and what was activated here with karma. This has to do with the beginning of living in the 5D, living in the light. It's shifting. It's happening right now. We're gonna have an end to begin again. And what have we met up here to do since we started meeting up? Healing from our Five of Wands charge. We're not wasting this energy anymore. We're using this energy. We are using this energy to transition. We're using this energy to face the shadows. We're using this energy to turn the wheel and expand. And we are expanding with Scorpio. We are expanding with death. But this is going to evolve us to move forward here with the Swords energy, with the truth. Remember, we're expanding air. We're healing from air. We're healing from the hack of the mind. With a new beginning. With a fresh approach. Here is the new beginning. And it has to do with something within. Of course, the Ten of Pentacles. Alright guys, let's see what it is. Let's talk to the moon. Let's talk to the moon. This has to do with what is being gifted. This This has to do with this. Hello. Hello, Spirit. Of course, we're healing from competitiveness. With Hecate, the Black Goddess, and Isis, Leo. Because why? We're going to recharge. We're working with Capricorn. We're expanding. We're going, this is past, present, and future all coming together here with the Black Goddess Hecate, working with Capricorn in order to expand within Leo season. Remember, we're levitating. We're working with Isis now to recharge and heal from our opposition and expand with our gifts. We're going to expand with our gifts, and this is a new level of being able to work with our gifts into fulfillment and recognition. And now we've healed with the masculine, and we're going to turn the wheel. Something's being activated here. And I've been called to have the Santa Morte Oracle deck. Something is being activated. Of course, we're healing from dual. The masculine, son and father made up. This is Mars and the sun. So we're going to, this has to do with our last message and the masculine working with the masculine. We changed the sequence in the pattern, and we needed to in order to get to where we were going. Okay, and this has to do with this gift. We're being there for life. We're being activated to be there for life. All of life, not just human life. All of life. All of it. It's part of our light body activations. It's part of our levitation. We saw everything. We saw it all. We saw it all. We saw things we didn't even know we were ever gonna see. Okay, this is part of that, like, you go mad to find your sanity experience. Oh, let's get it straight. All right, see, where did my book go? Tell you, it, like, this card was talking to me and I flipped straight to the page and I was like, okay, all right. Don't want to have two cards, but we're going to have two cards and we're going to start here. The King of the Dead and the afterlife, ruler of the deepest part of the underworld, along with his wife, form the binary and complementary opposition of disaggregation of bodies and matter. We see him devouring a body for rapture and fading out are the starting point for any successive work of creation or regeneration. He is the alchemic solve to separate the analysis before synthesis. The phoenix that dies and turns to ashes before rebirth. We're rebirthing. That's why we're going up. Steer up. We're left. There it is. It's our rebirth. And this is because we understand we destroy in order to create. This is destroying what needs to go in order to create. And yes, we create to destroy. It's time to look at the situation from a more in-depth point of view. Analyze the circumstances before putting the pieces back together. And it's connected to, this is knowing we're going to work with the masculine here. Our emotions, now the feminine. Sometimes fluid and changeable like water. They are the aspect that characterizes this card is both positively and negatively. Our emotions are the main source of our moods, our joys, our pains. They are part of us. They are the part of us that places us in a receptive and communicative position in regards to the external world, ready to embrace it with open arms. In negative terms, however, they can lead us to close and isolate ourselves from everything around us, transforming the initial multicolored source into tears. The advice: remember to put your heart into what you're doing, otherwise the results will be exclusively tied to satisfaction of your ego, and it will stagnate in a swamp. We're working with our emotions in order to release, because this has to do with the manifestation. Remember, this is the rest of the levitation. This is the rest of the levitation. This is it right here. This is the whole thing. This is this. Goddess of all the waters, lakes, seas, and sailors, as well as goddess of beauty and fertility. She reminds us of how development and progress can only be possible if we view life as a benevolent river, a moving event, and not as something static. The flow expressed by the love, which, if understood and allowed to run, allows this goddess to bring beauty and ardor instead of lightning and storms. The advice of the dead: do not fight against the flow you are in. A river cannot be tamed with force. You must surrender to its current and use its strength as if it were your own. So we're going to use our emotions in order to levitate now. Of course. Energy and motion, guys. Energy and motion. All right. What is this connected to? What is this connected to? Go in here. You know, we're transitioning. We're transitioning here. Okay, what's being activated? What's being activated here? We're going deeper into activation. There it is. And Pisces. Wow. Woo! I'm feeling it, guys. I'm a Pisces and my counterpart is a Scorpio. And I know this. I know this. Of course, and I know this. Because I felt this. Here we have it. Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Pluto, and what are we working with? We're working with water in order to balance with Gemini, the twins. And we're going to heal with our emotions. There's Cancer and Saturn. As we expand with the Lord of Karma himself and heal from what? Our impulses by doing inner child healing. There we're going. We're going up and we're going up with the earth. And we are what? Connecting with Jupiter. Our divine inheritance. We're going to hit our mark and we're going to hit our aim because we're going to use love. We're going to work with Venus. We know how to work with Venus. We've been in the garden. And we expand with Earth. Confirmation right there from the universe. All right, guys. Where are we going? I wanna just hear from the Black Moon astrology cards. What is this? Of course, Leo, I will face what I need to face. I will face the shadows and levitate. And what? We'll move forward. And connect to what? I swear, look at that. Because I know how to face the shadows. I know how to use fear to get to where I'm going. I know what that means. It means this. It means this. It means this. And it means understanding how to use these 4 swords. Because we understand solar plexus healing at this point. And we're going to share it. We're going to share that information and we're going to heal our karma. However which way, it doesn't mean we're calling everybody up. We're sharing it how we're called to share it. Our energy is being called to get it to where it's going in order to turn it to what it needs to be. Because we're living in the light. We're living in the 5D. That's why it's time to go. It's time to go. Okay. All right. There it is. We believe. We believe. It's time to believe. It's time to believe that we can get to where we are going. And here's our connection to the moon right now. Uranus. And we know Uranus is working with Aquarius and we are expanding. With what? The 11th house. Friends. And friends is the connection of 3. Friends is the connection of 3. There's the masculine, the feminine, the divine. We know we found the inner child and what? We're working with our soul and expanding the mind through the earth. And this was all activated with that eclipse energy, guys. We know we started healing fire and air. Son and father. We're healing with the mind in order to act. That's our ticket. That's our golden ticket. In order to expand, make the connections we need to make, our daily routine, our habits. This has to do with our daily habits. And we're blessed as we transform with love, guys. Love, light, and healing energy accentuated clear today. I look forward to seeing you again. There's going to be many more messages. We're going to continue on our trip and see what else comes next, guys. Love, light, and healing energy accentuated clear today. I look forward to seeing you again when we expand. Much love. Much love. You know what? It's here. One more message. Our abundance. There it is. Because we understand surrender and we understand endings in order to begin again.